Hello everyone, welcome back to our farm here on Frankenmuth Farming Map on Farming Simulator 25. So as you can see, we have a little bit of cash in the bank, and yeah, we just quickly have to repay that on the loan account. So let's just quickly get rid of that. Whoops. Wrong button. Okay, so we'll keep 9,000 for ourselves. We're down to 1.3 million, say, give or take 10,000. I wish we could take instead of give, but anyway. So I think we've basically done what we can this month. If we quickly run through our production, cement factory will survive through the night. Grain mill is going. The other grain mill is almost done. And our water levels are good. Oil mill is going. Preserved food factory, shame the small one, it's going. Small sawmill is going, and the big sawmill will survive for now. So we're done with that. I don't think there's anything that we want to sell today still. We're keeping our roof plates and our planks for a bit later. And our wheat, can you believe that 142,000 liters of wheat is worth $58,000? That's not enough. And barley, 31,000 for 83,000 liters. Sad story. Anyway, so I think we are gonna go over to the next month. All our harvesting contracts are ones that I don't want to do, because I'll spend my life doing it. I love harvesting, but not vegetables. I don't want to do that. I mean, lease cost is half of no, so we're not doing that. And this one will take forever. I would have actually liked to do that. If I had a little bit more time, I would have probably done it, but it's gonna be a tough one, so we'll skip that one. And other than that, I can't really tell you anything until we get into the next month. So hopefully we can... There's a couple of things that I'm hoping to do this episode, and we'll have to see if we have the cash flow for it. Okay, so at least it's raining. Okay, no, it stopped raining. That's good. Hopefully we have a nice and clear... Okay, I take it back. So it's a bit foggy, but anyway. Okay, so great demand at the journal elevator. I don't know. I don't even know how we're gonna find that great demand, to be honest. Yeah, I don't even, because okay, if we look at prices, I mean, you have to go thing by thing to try to figure it out. So I'm not even gonna bother at this point. So okay, let's have a look at the map for our plan for today. We have reached September, and in September we have to do all the rest of our planting. So we have to plant barley and wheat, and yes, I did have to check my notes. So at least all our canola fields are planted. We just need one more set of fertilizer on it, and then we're good to go. I have messed around a little bit, if I remember correctly. I can't even remember what all I did. I know I moved the eggs. I moved the eggs out of the spawn area just to the side inside the building, because I don't want the eggs to stop producing, if we can call it that. So well, I don't want the chickens to stop laying eggs, you know. That's probably the better way to put it. So I think what we should do is, I firstly want to get some of our workers going with the planting, and now I don't have any idea where anything is. Hopefully I put everything back in its place. Yes, I did. So let's just grab our Voltra. I think it should be good on fuel. Yeah, we'll survive. That's not hooked up, and I got in the tractor without opening the door. That was smart. Just gonna drive right through it. So let's get this out of here, and then I didn't open the other door. Anyway, I just wanna grab our direct drill. Oops. Okay, and attached. We are gonna have to fill this up just so that we know our workers don't run out of anything. Just taking shortcut. Don't worry, the owner won't care about his grass. We'll park next to the International. I didn't feel like it's gonna be worth unloading our International for now. We'll see a bit later if we want to. Let's just get this filled up. We're gonna use a lot of the materials in anyway. Okay, there we go. Whoop. Let's just get out of that neighbor's way. So I'm gonna start with field number 23. And I have to select the seed. Thank you for reminding me. What would I do without you? Something's happening. Okay. I do apologize. Can't be that difficult. Let me just see. We want barley up there. So we will get barley up there. I'm just keeping an eye on my computer here because for some reason it's busy with something it shouldn't. Happy days. Okay, but this fog is really thick. I don't think I've seen it this thick yet. Anyway. Let's just watch for... Oh yeah, look that way. You see, us South African... people, let's say people, we drive on the other side of the road. So sometimes I get a little bit confused and I check the traffic like I do when I drive in South Africa. So that can get a little bit messy, but luckily I mess up in the game and I don't mess up in real life because that would have been much worse. Just get in here. Yeah, he can unfold if he wants to. Okay, barley. We have selected barley. We are happy with our choices. So that guy can get going. Let's just have a quick look at contracts. Ooh, this looks nice. Okay, let's see. No, no, no. Okay, so that was easy. We can do a mowing one. See, we lose most of the money. Bale wrapping, we can do that. Cultivating, get 5,000 bucks for it. Now, I'm a little bit desperate, so I don't have my own mower yet. You see, if I had a mower for the McDon, I could have used our own equipment. You know what? That little bit of expense is not that bad, so let's go for it, and we'll borrow that. And because we're desperate, that we can do with our own equipment. Okay, but give us a minute here. Let's borrow that. So we'll do that 3, and then we will fertilize as well. We're gonna skip those harvesting ones, you know why. Okay, let's hop over to... Okay, let me just update you. I mentioned in the previous episode that I'm going to go hunting for collectibles. So I did. I drew myself a map on a piece of paper and I marked the houses where I could find some collectibles. Now, as you know, we need about... Oh, do we know? We need about... let's just have a look at statistics. So we have 27 of 45. I found another 10 of them hidden all over. So basically we're still going to sit with 8 that we need, and I do not know where they are. I have been to all the houses I have been to anything that looks like anything. I've been in the woods. I've been, I don't know, everywhere. There's one collectible. I actually want to show you this because somebody might feel like commenting and tell me if I'm correct or not. So, as far as I know from what I've seen in everything almost fell off my table. Anyway, so that table over there, I think is a collectible. Can I get in there? No. Have I tried everything that I possibly could? Yes. So that's not happening. I've even tried to break the window. There's no way to get in there. And I can't seem to be getting close enough. Like, I don't even know if I can walk around that. There's a door there. That door is on the other side of this door. Can I close this door? No. So I am stuck. Anyway, so I think that's a collectible. Can't get it. And then I don't know where else there might be collectibles that we can't access yet. So sometimes what I'm going to do is I don't think I'm going to be able to quick travel everywhere that I want to go. Some of them maybe yes. So while, okay, let's just get some of our workers going. And then we can start quick traveling. Does this hitch to the back or the front? Probably the back. Okay, because they gave us a weight. Okay, sorry, just had to figure that out for a second. I have used this one before, believe it or not. What tractor is this? Isn't this the big Voltra? Yeah, I like this tractor. Anyway, one day when we are a bit richer than we are now, we will upgrade. So I'm just gonna fold this. This is gonna be a little bit of a travel, so I am going to see you when I get there because one of the collectibles is in that region, and then we'll hop over and collect it, and then we'll just keep going from there. So give me a second while I drive there. See you just now. Okay, so this guy is gonna get going and I'm just gonna run away from him before he mows me. Apologies for this, I'm only that fast, unfortunately, in real life as well. I just quickly want to run over because... Okay, so I have to figure out my crypt notes here. I tried to write and my handwriting is not that good. But apparently by the cement bags over here, there is a collectible. Just standing on top of it. How I missed this, I do not know. Anyway, so one down. There's just 7 left. Okay, I want to see what that says, because then that means we have some of those sugar beets that are missing and some of those toy trucks, because they don't tell us how many of those we collected. They just tell us there's 10 on the map somewhere, find them. So that's the story for here. Okay, wait, I need to indicate what I've collected and what I haven't, so I just want to keep notes. Okay, apparently if I run back, my map is a bit off center as well, just saying, because now it doesn't really make sense. I think it's, there's no houses over there, right? Oh, no. So there's nothing at the house across the street, but there is something over by this house that I'm pointing at. Okay, this is the bales we have to wrap, just saying. And I don't want to brag, but I tried to mow this field and not field number 55. I was unsuccessful for obvious reasons. Apologies. Okay, so my note is behind a tree in the backyard. I think it's this tree. Ta-da! Leading away, sugar beets, there's 10 to collect, good luck. Okay, so that's what that said. Don't say how much we have collected, so we got that one. Then we have to skip one house. And then the house next to that one. There is a pitchfork behind the house. Now, how I missed this in episode 2, I do not know. I might have gotten a little bit confused of where I have been and where I haven't. So it's quite obvious. It's over here. Ta-da! So, okay, pitchfork. I shouldn't say that. This is probably like, I don't know, rake. Anyway, so just 6 left. Mark that one off. Okay, and then we're not far from there. There's one more over here. So, let me just count my houses. There's the house on the corner. It's the house next to that one. And there's a little shed thing over a garage. I think it's this one. Now, what does my note say? Behind? What? Behind porch sugar beet. What does that mean? Could have given myself a little bit more than that. Back porch maybe? Is that what I was trying to say? No. Go behind porch. Oh boy. So. Oh no, wait, it's one house over. It's this one. Behind porch. Which I think means back porch. Behind. Oh, behind. I think it's here. Yeah, there it is. I did this like yesterday, that I went looking for them, and yeah, didn't take much to forget some of them. Okay, so nothing else at these houses that I could find in any way. So yeah. Oh, funny story. Remember in one of the previous episodes, can't remember which one, I mentioned that there was a collectible over here, and I seem to have collected off camera. I didn't. I was on the wrong side. So there is one over here. This is the picture that I was talking about. So I didn't collect it. I found it when I was looking for the other one. So there we go. 5 left. And there was another one here somewhere. Oh, it's where we store our grain in the train silo. Okay, this fog really needs to clear up. Just so that I can... It's difficult enough finding my way around. I'm not that good at night either. Just saying. I'm from a small town. And I mean, there really is only very little streets. And one night I was caught driving around late at night, and I ended up getting lost. Like I am now. No. Where am I? Did I go too far? I probably went too far. Okay, so... Oh, there it is. And the only way I could figure out where I was is I ended up on the... So this is the chalkboard that we need. 4 left. I ended up on the only gravel road street in that town. And then I knew where I was. And I still had a little bit of an issue getting back to where I wanted to be. Anyway. So that's probably why I do not farm at night unless I have to. Because I will get lost on this map too. Okay, so we got that one. Then we need to visit David. So David's over here. Apparently, somehow, I missed this. I remember talking about flowers against the wall. This is what I was talking about. So we are getting that. That's really pretty. I wish I could rather keep it for our house instead of the crane elevator mill. So David gave us something that's nice, and then I have to figure out what I did here. There is a house, believe it or not, here somewhere. I think I have to cut through the field. Is it that house? Well, according to my picture, the house is supposed to be somewhere in this field, or my drawing. But clearly my drawing is off. I think it's this one. And the note says, round thing on porch. And I wrote that because I have no idea what it is. No idea. And I also understand why I missed it the first time, because it's kind of not obvious. I was stunned that I actually saw it. So it's over here. This thing looks like a pot plant. It's not. It's a collectible. 2 left. Okay, so got that one. Then apparently at that house, my note says red barn sugar beet. Is that what I wrote there? So it's by there. Oh, there it is on the corner. So we're getting that. Okay, got that one. Just look at our money. So proud. And then I want to see if I can visit this place up here. No, we're gonna have to run over. Where am I? It's over there. They hid a sugar beet under one of these. I'm guessing it's a way station. So if I remember correctly, it is under here. There it is. I collect. I didn't see anything else over here, so anyway, I hope I was checking everywhere that I should. Did we just run out of stuff to collect? Why is everything crossed off? Okay, that was it apparently. Makes sense because we got 100k from that. So all done. Now we can hop over to this guy is going like a Boeing. Okay, I will first take this guy over. It's me. Let's get this. Okay, so there were 2 collectibles left. So one is that table, and then the other one, I don't know. We shall find out when we find out. Maybe I'll go and see if I can figure out what we're missing, and then at least I know what we're looking for. But yeah, your guess is as good as mine. If somebody knows, please let me know. Then we can get that last bit. Cultivating 45. It's down here somewhere. 46. I thought this tractor was faster than this. I had one of these in Farming Simulator 19, I think. On which map was that? It was one of the maps that I liked. Can't remember the name anymore. Because at some point I moved over to No Man's Land and I just got stuck there. Okay, are you gonna do this? Are you good? Let me know if you need help. Oh, it's Susan. Hi, Susan. Okay, our field is going well. At some point I'm gonna have to try to figure out what my computer is busy with because it needs to stop. What do I want to do with this? I don't want to do anything with this, do I? Okay, we'll figure out the fertilizing thing in a minute. Bale wrapping we're gonna want to do. And then we can chat about our production. Oh, and we need to check the bank. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm hoping the bank is lenient and they are willing to borrow us a bit more money, because we need 330,000 buckaroos to be able to buy our preserved food factory. So, and I really want it. I really want it. So we are gonna have to make things work. That's why I'm taking the smallest contracts that I can find, just to apologies, looks like a Kia. So yeah, hopefully we can build up a little bit of money, because the most important is of course to make sure that we plant our own fields and that it's fertilized, because we don't want to lose out on crops or anything because we want to buy production buildings, because obviously we have to use our production buildings or our grain in the production buildings. So it's a little bit of a juggle, otherwise I would have just plummeted us into debt and bought it a long time ago. So I just want to make sure that we can run everything on the farm that we need to. How far are we away? I guess we're about, I don't know, just on the other side of the mist. So let's, I think we have a little bit of time. I just want to hop in here, hop into finances, and then we go more, give us more. I thought it was gonna be that. Okay, so that was what I guesstimated. So we have 3,000 bucks in surplus. And I don't like it. I was hoping to find a little bit more collectibles just to give us that bit of cash flow that we still need. But we're gonna run the contracts and see where we end up. Hopefully we get to mow that field as well. I think that's gonna pay us a bit more. So if we can get that production building going, I'm gonna be really happy. We have a lot of other stuff going now, and I kind of want to get it running before the winter time, because that will keep us busy and make sure that we have things to do. And why is automatic drop not turned off? Not turned on. Let's just get this. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on this for a bit, and hopefully we can get some of the contracts done and collect them, and hopefully we can get some more contracts. But I mean, if we do the fertilizing one, okay, well, I'm gonna have to use our fertilizer, which is a bit unfortunate, but anyway. So in number 6, I'm gonna have to do it myself. Okay, so we'll get that done, and yeah, get these few done, and then hopefully we should be able to buy that production. And I want to see if we can sell our small grain mill. Honestly, 389 liters. Is that even going to give us? Yeah, it is. No, I'm lying. Okay, so I don't think we're even gonna make it to another pallet, to be honest. So I might as well sell that off, because that last pallet we won't be able to spawn in anyway. So hopefully we get like 10 or 15,000 bucks for it. We paid 36 if I remember correctly. Yeah, I don't think that one costed us 37. I think it was 36. So if we get a little bit money back on that, it would be good. I just have to remember to take out the flour before I sell it, because the flour needs to go over to the to the new preserved food factory, so that we can get that made into noodle soup. So we're gonna be playing around with that a bit, and we got all the collectibles, and we're gonna work on our fields and get some contracts done. So I'm gonna continue for a bit, and then I'll bring you back as soon as something interesting happens. Okay, so not that I would say anything interesting is happening, but things are happening. Our folks still here. Anyway, so our worker is done with field number 23, so at least that's planted. So I'm quickly going to take it over to field number 17 and get barley on that field. We should be fine on... I might just go fill this up, just for in case. Okay, if you move, I can move. There we go. I just want to take shortcut. Our little secret shortcut. With our very wide area that we can use between the fields. Luckily neither of these are mine. Isn't this field 20? So the owner didn't want to harvest that green beans either, so I guess that's gonna wither, or they'll try to get us to do it again. Okay, let's use the proper road this time. And then we just get a little bit more seeds. There we go. A little bit of fertilizer. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna take shortcut through here because I don't want to end up in the ditch. You see, once we have that, oh, the clucking of our chickens. Once we have that preserved food factory, then we can get rid of all that stuff that I'm piling up there next to the greenhouse. And we might need another greenhouse, I've mentioned this before. Just to... Wow, is this our field? Probably not, eh? Because if that's weed, yeah, no. If that was weeds, then honestly, things were getting bad. Okay, so this is also gonna be barley. I really hope I remember about the wheat on the other field. Otherwise, we're gonna have a ton of barley next year. Okay, so this field is a little bit bigger. This worker is gonna be busy for a bit. All of that is done. This contract is almost finished. I collected the other two, so we're up to 342,000. And if we hop in here, it's the fertilizing one, but I don't want to do that now because I kind of want to use the Voltra for that. And also, I first want to kind of get the work on our fields done before I get into that fertilizing field of number 6, because I have to do it myself. And then, yeah, those ones are still there. Plowing, not worth it. $1,000 we lose. No, oh, what a pity. Anyway, chickens. Okay, so we're still good on food, and the eggs are piling up again. Oh, I remember mentioning, let's hop over there. That I don't know how much eggs are in a pallet. So if there's anyone out there also wondering how we know, we can just check. So if I hover over that, it tells you, okay, there's 1,000 eggs in there, apparently, which is a lot. And I mean, if we look at our production, we can still have cryptnotes here. So soup, 10 eggs. So I mean, that's gonna make a lot of a noodle soup anyway. So it's just gonna be, it's not gonna be a problem for having me and this door. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's not gonna be a problem of having the ingredients to make the noodle soup. It's gonna be of how quickly can we make it. So the quicker we can make it, the better. I'm thinking I'm going to, what am I going to do? I kind of want to use the trailer for this and the international. So I'm going to take our seeds off and also our fertilizer. Just going to stack them here for now, because we're going to use most of it for that big field. I'm going to be a little bit disappointed that I did this, but it's fine. Because I want to sell our small production and see how much money we can get for it. Just to float us a bit. Can't I reach there? Come on, reach, reach. Okay, fine. We'll walk around. Yeah, so it would be interesting to see how much we can get for it, having paid 36,000 for it. So in that specific grain mill's case, we haven't really made any money off it yet, because we've only been making flour there, which is a little bit unfortunate. Will I be able to? Yes. Just want to undo these straps one by one. Do I have to undo these? Maybe something gets stuck. Up and out. Okay, we'll drop it. We'll stack them over here. A little bit out of the way. We'll get this area nicely cleaned up off camera. But as I said, we might be using most of this in any way, if not needing more, because we have a couple of fields we still need to fertilize. Okay, and then we're gonna hop into the international, get that fired up. We have a couple of flour pallets. No, forward. Here we go. Couple of flour pallets, but I don't know if it's going to be too much for just the international, so that's why I'm bringing over the trailer. Just in case we need the space. We'll shut it off because we're not going to be moving this now. We just want this out of the grain mill. I don't want to sell the grain mill and then we kind of sell the flour. I want to keep this. Can we fit two next to each other? Yes, we can. We can. I think there's about 19 pallets plus the 2 outside, so gonna be quite a bit. No. I prefer using the liftable pallets instead of getting the autoloaders. I feel like this is, I know it's not realistic because you have to use the telehandler or a telehandler, or you know, but I mean loading stuff is a little bit more realistic than having an autoloader, although you can basically say that your workers on the farm basically assist you in loading it up instead of you doing it yourself. But yeah, I want to still have a little bit of control over the situation instead of just having everything done automatically. No, don't move my pallets. Stop it. We're gonna fall off. Okay, let's just get this strapped in before it goes somewhere. Anyway, I'm not gonna be OCD about that. Just gonna leave it be. What happened to that pallet? Go down. Stop moving. Everything's jiggling now. Why? Nobody knows. This is gonna drive me insane. Let me just... see if I can get it to settle down. Why? Okay, there it goes. Looks like it's settled. That one's gonna fall off now. Go back in. And then strap it down. You can wiggle and jiggle as much as you like. Just don't fall off. Okay, good thing I have the international here as well as the trailer. I know this is taking a minute, I do apologize, but kind of want you in here at least to see when I sell this grain mill as well. I think we can actually put 3 next to each other, but we won't. How much do we have on here? A few, I guess. Just keep spawning. So if this is this much, okay, but this has been running for about a year and a month. So we are gonna make a lot of flour at the big grain mill. No. There we go. Is it gonna fit? Is it gonna fit? We'll make it fit. Nice. Oh my word. I have to check how much is in here. This is gonna take forever. Are we done? No. Okay. 4 more. At least we know we can fit everything. I'm gonna grab this a bit better. Put it up front. Then we'll load this one from this side. Oops, too close. It's good. Run back. Okay, so there should be 2 after these ones. I'm gonna try to put this one on the other side. We don't have to walk around. They're supposed to stop spawning now. I shouldn't complain because this is good money. I should actually say, give us more. Give us more. There we go. Oh, that chicken's just plucking away at life. Okay, so we won't make it to another pallet, so what we're gonna do is we are gonna say, please let's just sell the correct stuff. We're gonna deactivate that. Don't think we really have to, but I'm going to. Then we'll head over to construction and we'll wait a minute. Okay, zoom in. And 17,000, so that's not bad. That will definitely help us with a little bit of money. There we go. Bye bye. That one's gone. So eventually we'll sell this one off as well, but it still has a lot of stuff to work through before we can do that. So we are back up to 360 and we need 330. So this is looking more and more like we are not gonna completely drown ourselves without any cash flow. Let's just hop through, see what's going on. Okay, so this guy is all done. Let's get rid of that contract. Yeah, there's no other cultivating ones, so we can collect that money. This worker is still busy. You missed a spot. Just saying. We'll fix it. If he doesn't, we will. Okay, then I think we should head over. So I filled this up now, I didn't. Just want to get this full. I'm going to spray herbicide on the other field that we already planted. Then we know that's done. So I don't like the weeds to grow. I have mentioned this before. I don't like the weeds growing in the field and then only fertilizing it, because then that dead weed is still on the field. So I just want to keep it nice and tidy and clean. So quickly get that done. I'm just going to start this worker and then I'll continue on a bit. And I'll bring you back at a later stage when we get things running again. I don't know who's going to do that potato harvest. Not going to be us, can tell you that. I mean, imagine that small trailer. Oh my word. I don't know if there are bigger potato harvesters available. If there is, you know, and it's worth it, we might do it. Don't know what we're going to do with the leftover potatoes, to be honest. Okay, so I'm just going to hire him. He can unfold and get ready and get going. Other than that, we have nothing going on. Yeah, no, this is going to be boring, so I'll bring you back in a little bit as soon as we have something to do. Okay, here we go. So our direct drill is done on our other barley field. Oh, while I think about this, just quickly change this over to wheat. There we go. Okay, so it can get started on our wheat field. Now this is going to take a minute, but that's fine. One good thing that we don't have to do it ourselves. Okay, it's going to start in the middle in any way and do the headlands last. That's fine, so you can get going. I did fill up on our solid fertilizer and seeds, but I have a funny feeling we might not be able to finish the field before we need to fill it back up. So since I have you here, I think the time has come. Oh, just to say we're busy with a little bit of contracts. There's one cultivating one. We're doing a soybean, not soybean, sorghum harvest, small one. That one on field number 32 that I mentioned, that I said I hope we get it. And we're also doing a hoeing one, and hopefully that worker is going to do most of it, and not leave little bits and pieces for us to figure out where he has been and where he hasn't. So that's going. I quickly want to hop there, and lost. Okay, so we want to go over to this one. Oh, just look at all this canola oil. Love it. Money, money, money. Okay, I'm gonna stand not in the road, and then we're gonna hop into our construction, move over a bit, and we're gonna go to productions. Okay, we should see the price, and then I'll know we're on the right one. Is it this one? Yes. Oh, it's a lot of money, but we can do this. Okay, so what's happening? Let's see. So we have that side we drop. I'm guessing the pallets will spawn that side. So I think this is the front of the building. Overlaps with another object. Ach, is nie man. It's not true. Okay, so how close to the road do we want this? We want it over there. Kind of lined up with the other one. That other one looks skewed, but I think it's just me. Okay, so I think this is gonna be it. Why did we not place anything there? Oh, because the land isn't owned by us. Makes sense. I don't want to leave too little space between the two buildings. So that's gonna be it. And we have our preserved food production in really weird languages. I'm gonna see if we can change that. Otherwise I'm not gonna know what we have here. Okay, so do we just put the pallets here? I hope so. And then that's the front. That's setting. Why do we have a settings thing here? Manage, okay. And then I'm guessing everything will spawn here, which is right next to our canola oil as well. I'm thinking I want to kind of pretty this up a bit. I know it's gonna cost a little bit of money. I don't want to stand in the road, do I? Stand there. We'll head back into construction and we'll go over to landscaping, painting. I just want to see what they currently have over there. Well, that little bit's not going to help. I think it's M and N. What do we have? Not that. Okay, we have that. Okay. Let's just get this right up to the road. Get rid of the grass. Okay, we just want to move over a bit. Don't want to spend too much on this. That space seems so small. No. See, I'm gonna have to kind of click. Ugh. It's gonna be all skewed. Anyway. Why can't I go closer? Because it's the end of the map. A little bit there. Then we want to pretty this up a little. I'm guessing the back doesn't really matter that much. Just want to make a little bit more space there. Maybe we can go a bit smaller. Okay, maybe a bit bigger. Not owned by us. Okay. It's fine. We have to be able to paint here. Let's just get over a bit. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Just so that we don't have a bunch of grass in the middle of everything. I'd have liked to change this a bit. It's unfortunate. I put it a little bit too close to the edge. Oh well, doesn't matter. At least most of it is prettied up. I still have a little bit at the back here. I just want to see if I can... how did I turn the camera? Did I turn it like this? Yes. Let's just... Looks good. There we go. At least now it looks like a production area and I didn't just plant the buildings here in the middle of the grass. This looks good. So I'm gonna start a little bit while I do other stuff on the farm. I'm gonna start bringing some of those flower pallets and the other products in our greenhouse. I'm gonna start bringing over so that we can start clearing up the farm a bit. While this worker is gonna be busy for a minute, and I wanna, while you guys are here, I'm gonna bring this over to our other barley field. Just have him start on that field. Okay, so our production building machine, that 30,000 that we currently have in the bank, that is it. We don't have anything else. So hopefully with a couple of contracts we can build up a little bit of money, and just to kind of keep us going for a bit. I think after these productions, the biggest things that's still on the list is we want a sawmill that can produce walls, prefab walls. So we want that still, and we need the big cement factory. And I really want to start with either, yeah, most likely goats. I want to start getting some goats so that we can get some goat milk. And sorry, I should have turned earlier and I forgot. So if we can get the goats going, so we can buy a couple of them and they can kind of reproduce and build up a bit. But for that we're going to need that big grass field, and we're going to have to spend some money on the goat pen and also some goats. So, and we need to buy this little piece of land that we are seeing here next to our field, because that's where the goats are going currently according to the plans that I have. We should get a pretty decent pen in there, and we'll have to decide exactly where we want the cows when we get them, or the buffaloes. I think we're going buffaloes because I've done cows many times, and I think it will be interesting doing buffaloes for a change, coming from Farming Simulator 19. Sorry, I forgot that I just want to fill this up with some herbicide. So I think it might be running a bit low. Yeah, you see the reserve tank is empty. I just want to get that filled up. Is it running low? Is it not running low? No. So it's not that wants more, it is the sprayer itself that wants more. It doesn't want to take more. There it goes. Okay, hopefully we still have enough herbicide for that other field. We are definitely going to need more solid fertilizer because those 3 bags are not going to do it for us. Seeds we seem to have enough. So whatever we don't use this season, I'm just going to place in the shed and we'll use it next season. And we're going to need to buy a little bit of well, I'm not going to say a little cultivator, but a cultivator. Because we need to get our rice fields ready for the next season of planting. But that is all on the list. So let's get this guy going. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to continue on for a bit and get some of the products over to that preserved food factory and get that started up, and then we take it from there. See you in a little bit. Okay, I was sitting here and giggling about this. Well, this doesn't look pretty, but it doesn't have to look pretty. We're just bringing this over to our preserved foods. But I kind of just wanted to show you what this looks like. So I got all the pallets that were outside, and I also brought over the ones from the farm, but that was already unloaded at the factory. So this is all the flour that we got from our large grain mill. So this is a little bit of a thing to get on here, but there it goes. And I checked, this can actually take a lot of flour. There we go. So all our flour that we currently have lying around on the farm is in this production. So if we hop in here, preserved food factory, so we have 45,000 liters of flour. We can take a lot more, and we have 10,000 liters of rice flour. So we'll just keep stocking this up whenever the products are ready. So I'm just going to continue on a bit and get some of the eggs over here, and I'll with that load some of the pallets maybe there at the greenhouses. So once I've loaded them up and have everything ready, I'll let you join in on the trip here and the unloading. See you just now. Okay, so we got all the pallets on, and don't worry, it's not like I put the eggs at the bottom. So realistically this is bad, but I doubt that we'll lose any of the eggs. At least I don't hope so. So driving over to the production is going to be quite fascinating. I doubt that we would dip, but I guess you never know. Especially with me at least checking for traffic. I did load the international only on the one side. There's a few pallets still in our shed, half pallets, but I'll bring that over at another stage. I just kind of want to get all of this there. Napa cabbage, I think we have maybe 4 or 5 pallets on here, so it's not a lot. So we are going to have to get to buy another greenhouse, just have that one only produce Napa cabbage. Okay, so now the whole town is at this intersection. Okay, my turn. Okay, looks good so far. I'm not even holding back. Okay, our worker is done spraying that field for herbicide. I have no idea how our other worker is doing with the planting of the wheat. It looks like he still has a little bit to do. And then once he's done with that, we can spray that with herbicide. And then we just need to get solid fertilizer on our 2 canola fields. We should be able to spray it again by now. Let me just get this in here over our little bump. Okay. Are you not gonna take that one? Pop out. We fix it. We fix it. Take it. Take it. Oh, maybe it's full. Hold on. That would be really bad news because I think there's more on the trailer. And where's that gonna go now? Okay, so let's see how this turns out. Oh boy. That is rather unfortunate. So chili peppers are full, garlic's full, Napa cabbage. Shame we really only brought over 4 pallets of that. Spring onion is full. That is rather awkward. I should have checked the levels before I brought all of this over here. Let's figure this out. So, oh boy. This is a little bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to fix this. I don't know what I want to do with this stuff. Are we just gonna leave it here? What's farming without a little bit of mistakes? Okay, so all of that's chilies. That is most likely spring onions, garlic. Okay, so it doesn't help that I keep this on the farm. So we might as well. This is not ideal, but I think I'm going to take all of this off and just leave it here. And then we'll just top up as we go. We're going to need a lot of Napa cabbage. Maybe I should change our greenhouse for now. Just get this to only do Napa cabbage because we clearly have enough of the rest. Okay, so I'm gonna clean this up and just hide this away for now, and then I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we have these neatly stacked over here right now, and then we can just fill up as we go. I just quickly want to hop in here. Preserved food factory, so kimchi we are gonna activate. Noodle soup flour will activate, and rice flour will activate. So hopefully this is gonna produce quite quickly so that we can start building up some stuff to sell. I don't think there's anything else at this point that we can activate. Hopefully if we get a little bit of contracts, we can start filling up some of the other things. Well, not vegetables, but you never know. We can maybe do green beans or peas or something. Some of the smaller contracts and get that in there. And then we'll have some more productions going. We're not going to plant our own at this stage in any way, but there's a lot of contracts that we might use that bonus yields that we get for doing the contract, and then we'll just dump that in there, like we did with the spinach and the wheat way at the beginning when we made all that flour. So there we go. So we're just waiting for our other field to get done planting, our wheat field. And we're going to spray that with herbicide. And we might get some of the other solid fertilizer on our canola fields. Oh, we have to have a look and see what's happening in our productions. The sawmill and all of that. I'll probably just check the levels of the water for the greenhouses. Just make sure that we keep that going. Don't like the money situation at this stage. Oh, that other contract's done. The hoeing one. Luckily finished all of it. So these few pallets that we have in here, we're just going to keep here, obviously. We'll take it over at some point. Just going to shut that off. Let's hop in the cement factory. Should bring over some wood chips. Stones. We'll see. Grain mill. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that wheat. We don't have any more rice, so once it's worked through that, then we're out of rice. So we'll just be able to produce flour from the wheat. After that, water level there is fine. Water level there is actually also fine. Canola is doing good. Just want to see how much storage does this have. More than enough. Preserved food. Oh, the small one is still here. Anyway, the big one we did check. Wood at the small sawmill. We'll have to get some trees in there, and we'll have to get some trees into the big sawmill so that we just keep that running as much as possible. We have quite a bit of wood chips. But I'm thinking I would rather sell that. I think the time to sell that is December, if I remember correctly. Wood chips. January. I mean, I'd rather get 15,000 or 16,000 K from that than trying to make roof plates from it. Decisions. We'll still decide. So other than that, our sawmill is doing good. Do we have more roof plates yet? No. Okay. So that is basically what I can tell you. Let's hop over. Okay, this guy is also almost done. Then we can stop him and we can collect the money of this contract. If we go in here, we can collect the hoeing one. Let me just see. Oh, there's a nice mowing one. We'll take that. Oh, is there more hoeing ones? Okay, so we can get rid of that one, and then we can... I can't believe we have to mow this field already. Feels like we just mowed it like 2 days back. Borrow items. So we can do that one. And cultivating one is done. Was there another cultivating one? Luckily not. What's this? Green beans. Wondering if I should do that one. Field 19. That's not a bad field. If I do that one and we can have a little bit of green beans left over, we can take that over to our production and we can make jarred green bean. Let's see what that goes for. Over here. Jarred green beans. Well, we can make a bit of money off that. Okay, I'm gonna possibly do that contract and harvest that for us. Hopefully we get a little bit off for ourselves. That would be nice. It's quite a big field, so maybe we can get like 24,000 liters or something for ourselves and have that in our production, because we're going to need a little bit of money to get through the winter. Luckily, with the production building that we bought, we paid 330 for it, so I'm hoping we can get 150 back in the loan, or in the loan adjustment, so that we can just borrow a bit more money should we need it. But hopefully we don't need it, and we can pay back some of the loan and just keep the interest as low as possible and start building up some capital for our animals that we want to get. Oh boy, I kind of forgot about this guy. Just quickly get him unloaded so that he can continue with this field. Gave us a really small trailer. How much can this take? Doesn't look like much. Then I just want to go get our mowing contract started as well. That's some good money. I think I might be mowing myself instead of using a worker, just so that we get a little bit more money, because we're already paying a lot in wages. Especially with that cultivating one. I think that one cost us quite a bit of money, paying the worker to do that work for us. But we would have still made a profit on it. Okay, so I'm going to continue on a bit. I'll see you a bit later, and then yeah, we're getting closer to the end of the episode. Okay, welcome back. So a lot has been happening. As you can see, our money, look, it's probably less than when the last time you were in here. So I've been spending more than I've been able to bring in contract work. So I don't know where this guy is going. I think he's supposed to be done with this field anyway. Let's just have a look. No, we can't really look. I don't know what he's doing. He'll probably let us know soon. What happened is, okay, we got this field planted. I sprayed it with herbicide. So everything is sprayed with herbicide, all our fields. And I'm using the Voltra to spray our second fertilizer layer. So we've sprayed 23, we've sprayed our one canola field. I forgot about the other small canola field, but he's currently busy on the barley field, number 17. And then we still have to spray 18, which is our other canola field, but at least 12 is done and 23 is done. So once 17 is done, I'm going to do 18, and then we're going to do 42 as well. Then we know everything is ready for harvest, or at least for the season, and we'll get pretty good yields off. So I ran up to the shop and I just got some fertilizer. Or I bought more than this. But yeah, we've used some of it. That fertilizer sprayer is basically fully loaded at this point. That bag looks weird because I'm stacking them on top of each other. And what else have I done? Oh, the sorghum contract was finished and we collected on that, but the surplus yield I have dropped into our grain mill. So we're making sorghum flour from that. We didn't get that much. I think it was just over 5,000 if I remember correctly. So it's already down to below 5,000. But at least we're getting something from that, and obviously we'll use that flour in our preserved food production. Everything else is looking good. We are definitely going to need more rice, I can tell you that. That's still looking good. Yeah, other than that, I did the mowing contract, but yeah, spent that money. on solid fertilizer, and I had to buy one more container of herbicide because we ran out on that other field. Just want to hop back over there and see what that guy's doing. Oh, we're busy with that green beans. Okay, this guy is actually done. So we can get this back to the farm, and at least we know all the fields have been sprayed with herbicide. Then we just have to finish up our fertilizing. Look at this nice grass field that we already mowed. It was actually good money. I did end up mowing it myself, so we didn't have any wages on that at least. That green beans contract, well, I'm thinking the whole contract amount's gonna go to wages, honestly, because those contracts take a lot of time. So, but in the end, I'm actually after that green beans to get it into our, is it green beans? Green peas? Green beans? Okay, anyway, I'm aiming to get that into our preserved food production, the bonus yield, so that we can make something of it. But other than that, it's been quiet. I don't think I've been doing anything else. Just been running around with the contracts and getting stuff done. I'm not even gonna unload this. I'm just gonna park it for now. Just want to get the equipment of this because we are gonna need this tractor back at the sawmill. I'm gonna fill up the sawmill off camera. I just want to keep that going, and this episode is already starting to get quite long. Let me just get that detached. So I'll just leave this here for now. I'll run it back to the sawmill a bit later. So I first want to make a stop at the small sawmill just to get that loaded as well. I didn't leave this running, did I? It's running. No, it's not. Why did it sound like it was running? What am I hearing? Something's running. Anyway. So, oh, it was probably a car passing. Don't think there's anything else that we need to do at this point, so I just want to finish up fertilizing and then we can end off the episode. So yeah, I think we're almost there. Welcome back. So we are almost done with our fertilization. So if we have a quick look, 18, 17, 12, 23, and now 42 is fully prepared for our harvest. So all is good. Now we are still busy with that bee contract. Can I just tell you that? Of green beans. Yeah, what can we say? This is gonna take a minute, but I'll continue doing this and we'll get this into our preserved food factory or whatever's left after we've delivered what our neighbor wants. And other than that, not much happening. I'm hoping there might be a little bit more contracts. I see there's a cultivating one, the fertilizing one I'm still gonna do. And yeah, I'll have a look and see what else pops up, just to see if we can get the money up a bit to repay the loan, and then we can at least save a little bit on interest. So I think the next thing I want to do is the goats. And that's gonna cost us a little bit of money because we have to get a little bit of equipment for the grass, maybe baling and things like that. So that will, I'm thinking I thought about this, so I'm thinking we're going to attempt to do another bank loan roll and just save up enough money so that we can buy the grass field. And once we've bought that, we'll wait and see if the bank grants us more money on the loan account, and then we can use that money to get the goats as well as the equipment that we need for the grass field. I don't know how long we're going to be able to do that before... No, leave the tree alone. Is it going to be stuck against the tree now? Just gonna watch and see if he figures out that he should turn. Okay. So yeah, that's the current plan. It's going to be difficult keeping up with this preserved food production. I've been watching what's going on, and I think we're going to be running through eggs quite quickly. The flour I'm fine with, because we should be able to keep up with that, because the big grain mill, there's already another 2 pallets, one for rice and one for normal flour. So I think we'll keep up with that, but I'm a little bit worried about the eggs and the Napa cabbage. So hopefully we can keep up with that. Otherwise we'll just keep up as much as we can. I don't want this production to stop because we want to make our money back as quickly as possible. I sorted out the small sawmill, so that's almost full. I still have to work on the big sawmill, just get that back up to 50,000 liters, and then we'll probably, while it's getting quieter now after our fields have been prepared, we'll start to look at planting some trees. Not quite sure how I want to do that, but yeah, we'll have a look and see where we plant the trees, and hopefully we can still get the other trees into the sawmill. Otherwise that's going to be a little bit of a mess, but yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. The canola is still going good. We have about 11,000 liters still in storage, so I might, or at some point we'll just bring that over to the oil mill just to get that filled up again. But other than that, it looks good. If we get some sunflower contracts, we can always just get a little bit of sunflower in here so that we can get some sunflower oil. But yeah, that is more or less it. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and if you did, please like the video. It helps me a lot. This is a new channel, and yeah, it would be nice if we can build the channel a bit and get some more viewers and people who like playing the game and also watching the videos, of course. So, and if you want to get notifications when I post videos, please hit the notification bell, and at least you get notified. So that's gonna be it from me. I'm gonna take all of this back to the farm. Already started to clean up the farmyard a bit, and yeah, I'm still gonna use this, so I don't want to put this back in the barn. I'm gonna use shed. Anyway, so I'll keep this outside, and I'll take that other fertilizing contract. There's still enough fertilizer in here. I overestimated a bit on the usage of the fertilizer, so I bought a little bit too much. There's still a ton in there that I put in storage, but it's fine. We'll use it for contracts. If we don't use it for contracts, we'll use it for our next planting season. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.